Oh, welcome back to Newbie Farm, the challenge. Just to remind everybody, the whole idea of this is I'm going to try and survive 2 years using only base equipment and DLCs and add-ons. Now the only add-on I'm using is the straw add-on. I also got the Massey pack installed and ammo load to use, but no other mods. That's it. Whole idea is to try and survive 2 years on this map by Cavalier. It's a wonderful map. I urge you all to give it a try. You'll be surprised just how good it is. It's on PCSG. You can play it standard, or you can do as I'm doing. I don't recommend it unless you're a little bit like me, a masochist. Right, what I'm going to do is, last time I think I said I was going to miss days, but I decided to change that slightly. I'm going to use fast forward. No, fast forward is not recommended to be used with seasons, but you can use it with kit. I'm using the upside down version. I think there is others about. I know the upside down version works, and I'm just going to fast forward to the evening, do an egg collection, then fast forward up until nightfall when I can skip night. Always use skip night when you're using this. Never try and run through midnight. You will hit problems. So we'll just take it forward to about 6 o'clock and get what eggs there is in here. There's one. Eggs I will be selling when I get enough, and preferably on days where there's not a lot else to do, and there will be a lot of days with not a lot else to do. I make no apologies for the fact this is very much a challenge, my own personal challenge, and I'd like to thank Roy for making this map the way it is. It's very hard. There's no money in silage at all, although it's all we've got to make money with, and a little bit of milk sales. I'll just check and see if I've got them all. Yeah, we're clear, and we've got 54 now in the backpack. We're all right there. We're going clean up in the morning. Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run it up until, let's see over there. Here we are. Skip night to dawn. I always go till dawn. I won't go the morning version. Right, we just go around and collect what eggs we've got again and have a look, see what else we need to do. I'm going to do it like this because you can actually see some of what goes on behind the scenes, because normally I'd be fast forward doing all this off screen. The only thing I will be doing off screen is when the silage is ready, I will do about one episode on screen to start off moving it, and then we will do the rest of it off screen until we get almost to the end. Then we'll come back and do the next episode. The start will be finishing the silage of all the manure. I've got courseplay for both of those courseplay courses, because I'm not quite mad enough to want to do it all by hand, not with this bucket. Right, we need to clean, and we need to get some more grass there and some more par food in. Now on the way out we will just check and see what the bunker's doing, if that's ready yet. Well, it won't be ready yet, Ben. I think it takes 3 days. That's 37%, yeah, it will be about 3 days. And when that's ready, we then got the joy of using this. And I'll get into the cab. Try and do everything in cab. Again, I know not everybody likes it. I don't expect this to be a very popular series. I do know Roy enjoys this because he's seen this map used as he intended, and I just missed where I was meant to be going. That's miles away. This is how Roy intended the map to be used. Not to magic in tons of money, get all the equipment you need. This is using, well, I'm using for the track, I'm using from the Modern Classics pack. If the original Classics pack remake had been about, I'd have used that as well, but when I started this off, but as it came at late I shan't be using that either. But this is the perfect tractor for this task. I can't think of many better than this. It's got front and rear linkages, 3 points on both ends, it's front loader capable, everything I need basically. Right, we've got to get some grass, and we'll take a little bit, only what, about 2 or 3 thousand. I will be putting everything into this feeding trough because it's the easiest one to get to. Now I'm going to do the path road first. I'm using normal speed because that's how I normally play. Yes, I could do it ×5 or even fill about in the XML and make it ×10, but I'm not going to. I'm going to make this ×5 and just have a. This is fun for me, and not. I can understand this wouldn't be to everybody's taste because it is. Oh. Trying to find the correct level here is not easy. Now this mixer ration here, when you start you have leased a whole load of equipment, and one of the things you had was the food mixer. So before I sent it back, because I didn't need it, couldn't afford it. If I can't buy it, I can't have it. I can't lease anything. There's all these little rules I made for myself. I did mention the fact I'm a masochist, didn't I? Let's see what that looks like now. Oh, we want at least one more buck. I'm not too worried about getting it for as long as it stays green, but because I don't want to let it get too low. I'm trying to keep the health up. The better I have the health, the more milk I'll get, basically. And I didn't actually check to see whether we made any money. Oh, that's a point. Now we made 5,000, so what I'm going to do, before I do anything else, is I'm going to pay off part of the overdraft, 140,000 we've got at the moment. Every time we get 5,000 I'll pay that straight back. I will have to borrow some more money because we need a water tanker. But I'm not going to buy the water tank until we actually need it. Anything to save a little bit of maintenance cost. This is all about doing things on the cheap. If I can get a white one, let's try and get that. Yes, about right. Now I've got a feeling I'm going to run out of total ration before the 2 years is up. In which case we have some hay. We've still got bales of hay which we started with. I haven't added any bales. These are all what Roy gives you to start with. They're up the top, and there's some bales of straw. If I run out of straw, I am completely knackered because I've got no way to make more straw. I've got no fields to cultivate. All I've got is the 2 meadows. In the real world, you would be feeding the animals more grass than anything. We will put one more in. Now I have to remember too that I will have to maintain this tractor quite often, more often than once a year. When you've got several tractors on your farm, I only have the one, and that's all I can afford. Oh, poor farmer. Just lift it slightly and let's see if we've got this. Well, I think we keep hitting them. I'm not. We still got it too high. We will. Oh. Because it hasn't helped that we turned that all the way like that. Now let's try. That's better. So let's have a look, see how much we've got. I put the torch on. Oh, a fairly good heap here. Oh, a heap there. Another heap here. We've got another barn at the bottom of here with some on, and we've got a little bit at the top. We haven't got much at the top. But that's my reserve. When I get down to that, I know I'm in trouble. Come the winter, because I may not be able to get up and down the hills very well. There won't be much to do in the winter. It will be just collecting eggs. That will be about it, and feeding the cows. And because during the winter there'll be no grass, I'm not using any of the mods to make grass and hay in the same unit. So that, oh, wrong one. Let's full a little bit of grass next. So we want to drop off the forks. I think up the top where I've got a set of bale forks. Even I shouldn't forget where I've got everything on this map, because I've got so little equipment. I'm going to need those next. So we've got somewhere just to put this, yeah. Now my fertilisation, as anybody who's watched this series already know, is just weeding. You get one layer of fertiliser just for cutting the grass. That gives you one level. Second level, straight after cut the grass, go and weed it. Yeah, we're alright. And the third level, as soon as I was ready to cut again, send a weeder over. It gives me my third level fertilisation, so we get all 3 levels. I think, I might be wrong, I haven't really worked it out, but my gut feeling is it's probably slightly cheaper than using fertiliser. Apart from the fact using fertiliser means ongoing cost. I could use slurry and digitate, of course, but using the weeder is quick and easy. Alright, let's get this hooked up. You see, I'm not using anything like manual attach, anything like that, gearbox, all those are off. I'm keeping this fairly vanilla. Alright, get up there and get... Now this sheep meadow, luckily I haven't got any sheep in, so I can actually use this to cut, to feed the cows with. I could take out the cow meadow, but one good reason for not doing that is in real life the cows would be eating that grass, you wouldn't be mowing it. And what's real life got to do with it? I know. I can hear you say. Oh, could I hook that onto the back of the weight? I didn't take the weight off. Never mind. Doesn't matter. I wonder where it's shown to there. Drop that down. Take that back there. Switch it on. Drop it down. And away we go. I only want about 2,000–3,000 litres. The very final cut of the year, I'm going to try and do it late on in the year, and so I have more silage. So all my silage will be going into all my grass will be going to the silage pit. Just having one quick lap, I think that will almost do it. I would guess we've got enough now. So we're gonna just lift the front up. I'll keep the back going for a little while longer. Alright, now we can go and switch that off. Oops. That's one for you, Stu. I crashed. Who put that tree there and I crashed again? That's better. We're out. If we had... I wish it wouldn't do that. I wish it wouldn't flash up on the screen and stop it when you're in manual. If we had sheep, I wouldn't be able to do this here. Now, my original idea was as soon as I got enough money together to buy sheep and put in there less feeding, easier maintenance, but I think overall we'll pay less money. And look at where the spinnery is. Let me just have a look at that. Right the way down there. We're up here and the spinnery's there. I'll have to take one bale at a time because I still need all this equipment I've got. Right, what I'm going to do is drop off the mower because I don't need that again. I shouldn't need that again for a while. And that makes this easier to turn around and get into position, I hope. It's just about possible, I think, to turn this round down there, but we shall try. Sometimes I can do it and sometimes I can't. This hasn't got the best turn circle, well, especially for a front loading tractor. This turn circle isn't brilliant, but we can just make it. We have to almost brush the gate. And so I'm putting everything into this feed trough because it's easy to get to. Now remember, I've got one advantage on this. It started with a lot of things like water and straw and such like on the 6th day. How about for the 6 days which you get in base game. And that's it. That should be full. Let's have a look. Oh, doing the wrong one. Finance. There we are. Yeah, everything is now full and clean. What I might do is sort of, rather than fast forward again, I will have to come down there, but I think I can actually just drop that off here rather than that way. I think we're going to have a little drive down to the bakery first and just sell off some eggs. See if we've got any more eggs first. No. We've got 66. We're going to sell those, then we'll fast forward again past today. So there will be a lot of fast forwarding in this. We're on juice at the moment. I've got a feeling I've seen an egg sell point in or near the town, but I'm not going to hunt for that. I'm going straight up to the bakery. I know where that one is. Used to be at the shop, the egg sell point, but Roy's moved it, so you have to run around a bit more. Now, Cavalier Roy is a great guy. He makes maps for fun, and this is fun. And this is a long-running series of Newbie farms. Most of them difficult. The one on, I think that's 15. Yeah, 15. Using base equipment was very difficult. I don't know if you had 15, you remember the New Holland T4. That was one of your starting tractors. That was your front loader. It was a nightmare trying to do any work with it. I think the Hurleyman was the second tractor. I can't remember. That was your power tractor. Exactly. You're ahead on me, aren't you? How hard that was. And again, I know originally I said I'd wait until I got plenty of eggs, but we haven't got much else to do at the moment, so we thought we'd have a little drive out and sell the eggs off. I'm going to make each of these episodes, it's going to be around half an hour. It will take a bit. I'm just having a look round as I go through here. Check there's nowhere I can actually see an egg sell point. But I can't remember one. There may well be one around here, but a lot of washing out. That's over to the town with the main sell points, or your main buy point. Hold on, what we got down here? What have we got down here? I think we might have found it. Let's have a look. Yes, we have. Whoopee! No trip over to the bakery. This will be a bit quicker. We have 376, so it's more money we got. The chickens are nice because they don't cost you anything. You've got them there. It's just time to pick the eggs up. I'm not a great lover of the hunt the egg routine, but I decided against putting an egg collector in there, an auto egg collector. Again, it goes against the whole principle of trying to do this. Right, we get back and we fast forward through to another day. Well, getting back to this map. This map is great just for playing on, for using small equipment, small to medium sized equipment. It's dead right for it. Yes, you can see we've got one or two big fields, like 41 there, it's large. I wouldn't want to do that with a 3 metre equipment, but most of the fields are smaller. But in fact, you wouldn't get a lot of the equipment around these roads if it picked too big. Can you imagine trying to get a big bud along here? Luckily there is no traffic. There was traffic I think on 13, I think it was. Certainly was on the 11. Newbie 11, but that was a completely different kettle of fish. The first of the newbies, as I understand it. And it went through 13. He always uses the best mods on his maps too, which is quite good. I remember 13 you could get one with multi-fruit, another one had a more realistic built-in. 15 had soil mod, was prepared for soil mod. Oh, this one's prepared for seasons. Luckily it hasn't got the graze mod in. Now the graze mod, that'd be a no-brainer, then you'd get rid of the cattle straight away and chainsaws for sheep, because it'd be near enough free food all the time. And you could also then keep one lot of grass for a meadow, and you could actually put the other one down to a crop. We'll put the big one down to a crop. Right. Just going to take that here, switch it off. We don't want that buzzing around anymore. Just check there's no eggs. No. Right, we're going to fast forward through another day. You'll get used to this. Now you notice too when I'm using this fast forward, I don't go many hours at a time before waiting. That's to give it a chance to catch up. Now it takes about 5 o'clock. And we have to just egg collect. I'm going to try in future to leave it to about a couple of 300 eggs in my hand, just to make it really worthwhile. Don't want to do this when it gets too dark, because you can't see the eggs. I know you get your torch, but check them all in it. There's a couple over there. So we'll somewhat hide in the side of the hedge. At least I'm glad to see they no longer spawn on top of posts. There's always one that spawned on one of these 2 posts, and another one near the gate. Let's just see. Oh, there's still one in there somewhere. This is the bit I dislike. This is the final hunt the egg. Of course, there is a case that damn chickens could be laying as you collect them. Right, let's go all the way around here again. Keep just brushing into the hedge. Oh well, we can't find. No, it's done. Found it. Check around here and just see if we've missed it. I know normally you get one around these trees quite often, but not today. Oh well, that'll turn up eventually. Just check and see what else needs doing. I think we will just put the front bucket on and clean up again. Grass will be a necessity, I think, on tomorrow. Let's see how well the this is fermented. 60% ain't gonna be that long. I think we will probably get through to when that's ready to be used. And that is going to be a boring task. As I said, I'll do one episode clearing up, or part episode clearing up. Then I'll do the rest off screen. Cheating, I will happily admit, using Courseplay, which if I use Courseplay on screen, I won't be allowed to do anything else, because I'm not charging myself for using Courseplay. Bucket should be just ahead. Oh, there it is. Get that into roughly the right position and just clean up again. I could use the tail man's mod, but again, I know I'm using it on a lot of maps now. I decided on this one that we wouldn't. That's about right. Looks like we've got everything. Got to remember to come further enough out to clear the bucket. The one good thing on here, which is to our advantage, or my advantage, is the BGA is at least on the farm. It's an idea that Cavalier uses a lot, but the BGA on the farm. In this case, I'm grateful of it. I'm not going to go and get any more grass today. We will get that on tomorrow, but let's just turn that off again. So we've got 22 hours left, or 21 days left until maintenance. What really uses up the hours is filling this thing right there. Fast forward again. I think we might be there. We are. I'll just check this time, see how much money we get off the cows. Now, the reason for not fast forwarding through midnight is that all that season does all its clever stuff at midnight. No, we're making money this time. I couldn't do it on one of my off-screen attempts at this. I was losing money on milk all the way through. The only thing I was making money on was silage, and not a lot of it. This one looks as if we could have struck lucky. The question is, will we find that lost egg? Got that one. Out of the way, chickens. I'm after your eggs. When I'm after eggs, you know, I feel a bit like a child stealer. But where do you find a child stealer when you really want one? Alright, let's see now. Ah, we got them all this time. Wherever it was, we found the cleanliness will be there. Parfold we need. We need water. In that case, the first thing on the next episode will be to pick up a water tanker. And we go through that and just see what the silage is like, if it's ready yet. Not quite. And there's quite a bit of it in there. Don't know if we can actually see how much. No, it won't show us. But there's a lot in here. Right, with that I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, go on, be a devil. I promise I won't send Stu after you. And what we do to wind down, we just walk round to where the water has to go. Up the end there's a gate. I'm not going to go through the gate, I'm going to hop. The water is here. And what I'm going to do with the water, when I get the tanker, is fill it with water and leave the tanker parked against the trough. So all I've got to do is bring the tractor and back up to it to top it up again. Anyway, well, far we get, subscribe, or else, I think that's or else you don't. Any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, or wondering whether I'm completely sane or not, feel free to post in the comments section. Someone's bound to question my sanity. I do quite often. I can't get that slurry. Oh, it would be a little bit more money. There's 21,000 litres there now. All I'm after is an in-game slurry tanker which you can deliver with, not just spread on the fields, about 5,000-6,000 litres. Do nicely. No small one. Alright, anyway. With that, it's me saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.